In 2010, the Discovery Channel struck gold when it began airing a new reality show. The program staked its claim on Friday nights and has become the most watched cable program of that night. It's called Gold Rush. Follows Todd Hoffman and the crews from 3 mining companies as they pan for gold in the Yukon. Now, they have moved to South America, and they've got some spin-offs from that one. But viewers quick learned that sitting on a gold mine isn't quite what you might think.
Easy does it, guys.
Todd Hoffman is the gold mining boss on Discovery Channel's Gold Rush. When Todd's aviation business declined in 2008, he put together a team of his unemployed buddies, including his father Jack, and headed for Alaska in search of gold.
They're not going to get paid until we dig the gold out of the ground.
The show is now in its 4th season and brings in over 5 million viewers.
Well, he struck gold mining for viewers. I don't know how the ounces are. He counts them one at a time. Todd Hoffman is with us here. And Todd, it's so good to see you, and welcome.
Hey, yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, appreciate it.
Great show. You come through as tough and hard-nosed, but you got everything on the line. It's really true. You staked everything on that thing.
Yeah, you do. And, you know, when, you shoot 250 hours of footage, to get 42 minutes of the TV show, so you don't get exactly pick and choose. It's not my job. Right. So, they pick certain things like tense situations where, things are rough, and so they pick a lot of the action. And so sometimes, you come across as that you're a tough guy or you're a bad guy, but it's really not the case.
Okay, well, I'm sure you're just a little, but you're coming across a bridge down there in South America. We're showing it, and you shouldn't have crossed the bridge. Oh. Did that really happen? I mean,
yeah, that bridge was in such bad shape that literally a lot of the locals would sit there and watch people to see. It was like a sport to see who was going to make it across the bridge. Yeah. And what really ticked me off is there was minivans full of little kids and women, and they were picking their way through this bridge, and there's holes in the bridge. And so at one time, some of the wheels one of the wheels wouldn't be on touching anything. And so it was really scary. So I got them all together, and we literally rebuilt that bridge.
Well, it was tremendous. Have you ever made any money doing gold mining?
Last year I did pretty well.
Yeah.
But I'm looking for the big hit, the big score, either a big diamond or big gold. When you have several guys on your team, if you want to try to, get each member of your team some gold, it takes an immense amount of gold. And last year, we did good. We dug up 1.2 million in gold last year. Yeah. This year, I'm in South America and I'm looking for the big hit. It's almost like I'm throwing a Hail Mary. And, the chances are not good.
Your team's still digging? I mean, while we're talking right now?
No, we're back now.
You're back
now? We came home, we were away from our families. Families for us, for my team, is a big deal for us, Sure. We love our kids and our families, and we have, my parents have been married forever. Dave's been married forever. I'm almost at 20 years of marriage. And it's like, at some point you got to get home. And you got to see the kids, and you got to say.
But you're in jeopardy. This isn't just a playtime. I mean, you can lose it all on that deal. Is that right?
Yeah, you can. And the ultimate price is obviously to lose your life. And I had a couple guys try to rob me down there. It was not on camera, but they were chasing me around town. We had a car chase. The cops did catch them. They had a gun, loaded gun, and they're not playing around down in South America. This is life or death.
Sure.
And and I told my guys right up front. I said, hey, you need to make this decision on your own. If something happens to us down there, I don't want that on my head. It's going to be your decision. And you have to make that, you need to pray about it. You need to make it with your family because there is a chance that you could lose your life down there.
Well, there's no question about it. I mean, when I see peril every time I turn around, who produces this thing? It's brilliant. I mean, it really is well done.
Yeah. My whole crew is mainly from London, England, and I created the show.
Did you really?
Out of Portland.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's the largest show on the Discovery Channel. And I came up with the idea. I was already going to go gold mining with my father. And I sent an email late at night to a little British production crew because I really like the style of how they do their television, which it is a really, really quality work that they put together. So I went with them. They were a little tiny company. And we shot the pilot and took it around to the networks, and then we decided to go with Discovery Channel. We've been there ever since. This is our 4th year, and top show Friday nights.
Well, I'm fascinated. I must confess, I've had a couple of these things, one in Colombia and one in Africa. So I suffer with you, man. I know what it's like.
Oh, and you know what? It's like it's reality. It's like you're gonna see. There's some really tough things coming in the show, and it's some of the shows I won't even watch because I don't want to live them again. But it's tough, I mean, it'd be easy for me to go and take some gold and throw it in my sluice box and stuff like that. But it's, we keep it real. And
you actually split the take with your team. I mean, they're not on salary or something.
No, I mean, obviously we don't. The show kind of slows you down, and my guys, they do pay us, some money. But the main thing we're going for is gold, and the main thing is that we're looking for enough gold to take and parse it out to my guys. I was finally able to give my guys last year, a nice little chunk of gold, and most of them have it still. If they're smart, they'll keep it. Well,
so the price went down about a third.
It did. But you see what's going on in the economy. You see what's going on with Obamacare and what's going on. I mean, in the end, I still believe in gold. I hate to say it. I'm a gold fan and try to get as much of the actual metal in my hand as I can.
It's fantastic. Well, now, you went to, was it Multnomah? You went to Bible school?
I did a year at Multnomah School of Bible.
Yeah.
I also went to William Jessup University. And I did 1 year at Northwest Christian College.
Were you studying like to be a minister?
Yeah, my degree is which I'm not quite done with it. Yeah, that's why I need to talk to you about your online school.
You're on. I'll sign you up.
I'm like one term away.
You
Pat.
can pay tuition and gold nuggets. It'll be
I'm that guy, that just almost got there, but it's in youth ministry.
Yeah.
And I love kids. I was actually a high school teacher for a little while. I taught an elective on internet business, but I do love kids. But having said that, I'm no poster boy for the faith. I'm a work in progress,
Yeah.
And, so I really do, a lot of people think, oh, wow, what's it like being a TV star or whatever. That doesn't matter so much to me, but it is an opportunity to share, my conservative values and my faith and the way that I interact with my family. So, and those things are important to me. The fame and all that baloney.
Yeah.
I mean, as you know, fame is fleeting, and it is. That's what it is. It's baloney, Pat. Right?
No better than yesterday's ratings. I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
Well, boy, I wish you the best. It's a fun show. It's called Gold Rush, ladies and gentlemen. It's on the Discovery Channel, and that's something you want to. These next episodes are down in Guyana. Is that where you're doing?
They're in Guyana, South America. Is deep in the jungle. We actually built a compound in the jungle. We lived there. I was there for 6 months.
You guys have any geology? Don't you have geologists go in there and do drilling before you go in there?
You really can't drill the jungle. You got to kind of go on reports and things like that and history in the area. But, you can't, it's hard to drill in mud and things like that.
Sure.
So you got to go in there and you look at the creeks and you got to do the best study as you can. But let me tell you, the jungle's a mystery. There's diamonds in there too.
Oh yeah.
So, and we do, start to get into diamonds. And so, it's just the adventure. I always wanted to mine the jungle. And it's just an unbelievable experience.
If Guyana doesn't work out, I can give you a couple of prospects in Africa if you're interested.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man.
So, as many crooks and thieves as you've got in South America, doubled. So no
man.
problem.
Amen.
But Todd, it's great to see you. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a fun show, and it's for real. I mean, this is real, and you could lose your life, you lose your fortune, lose everything.
Lose your mind.
Lose your mind too. Well,
Lose your wife if you don't come home, you know.
well, let's hope the Lord will keep you safe. But Todd, it's good to see you, and congratulations.
Yeah.
It's
I want to say
triumph.
something to you. I want to tell
Yes,
you.
sir.
I want to tell you thank you. You know, I go in your hallway and I look at the history and I look at all the work you've done over the years. I want to tell you thank you, sir.
Oh, God bless you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's
Take
been
care.
a great trip, over 50 years. So thank you. Todd Hoffman, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great show, Gold Rush, Friday night, and it makes very interesting watching. And now you've seen the man who's on there, and he comes through tough and mean, and he's got that crew, and they're all malcontents, and he holds them together. And apparently it's real. So, Todd Hoffman.